Hey guys, before we start the video, I would say watch Funny Games 1997 Austrian Original on Max before watching this video. There's a lot of gruesome details in this video. It's very long, and a lot of it is me just yapping. So hope you're ready for that. It's long as shit. It's almost 40 minutes long, but enjoy, watch the movie. There's some discussion of Silent Hill 2, but I will say that there's like no big spoilers or anything for the Silent Hill 2 remake. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. When it comes to things, pieces of art and media that I think of that are made with basically the explicit statement of the creator saying they hate the audience, I can think of a few things. I have a few examples. We have Metal Gear Solid 5, Twin Peaks Season 3, but my definitive favorite is the 1997 Austrian film Funny Games. But before we get into all that, I'd like to say thank you, everyone. We have hit 100 plus subscribers. We're doing that, and I'm talking about a movie. There's no script. I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it would be fun. Funny Games is a movie. That's definitely true. It's definitely a movie. I think it counts as a movie. But it's a movie that has not left my mind for a single day ever since I watched it, because it might be the most horrific and miserable movie I've ever seen. And I'm kind of a fucking weirdo, all right? I'll give that much. I'm a strange individual, and I have seen a lot of stuff. I just mentioned that I've seen Twin Peaks. I've seen all of Twin Peaks. I've seen a lot of other David Lynch stuff too, right? I've seen that kind of stuff. I've seen, Tetsuo the Iron Man. I've seen stuff like that. I haven't seen a Serbian film, and I have no interest in watching that. I've seen John Waters stuff, right? I've seen some nasty stuff, but nothing has got to me as much as Funny Games did. And it's amazing that a movie like that had rattled me so much. So we're going to take a second. Like, every YouTuber fucking does this, and it's such a cliche. I think it's on HBO Max. I think that's where I watched it. Go watch the 1997 Austrian version of Funny Games. Right? I'll give you 5 seconds, pause it or put this video in your watch later, and we'll talk about it. I'm not gonna go over big spoilers, right? I'm not gonna go over stuff like that in this video, because I want, like, these YouTube videos are more like me just talking to my friends, because you guys are my friends. It's not just, I'm not like some deep analysis guy with crazy editing who has editors and has a account with stock footage that I pay for every month. No, I'm just a guy who really likes Halo. But so I'm just saying, go, log in HBO Max or Max, whatever it's called. Is it just Max? I don't know. Watch the Austrian 1997 version of Funny Games with subtitles on. I know there's an American remake. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when you get back. Now go watch it. I'll give you a few seconds. Go. Okay, did you watch it? That was pretty fucked up, right? Pretty good movie. I think it's genuinely one of the best movies I've ever seen. When it comes to psychological thrillers, I think it is of film exclusively. It is in the top 3. I would put like 2001: A Space Odyssey there, but 2001's a little bit different. And I'm not gonna start talking about 2001. I already kind of did that. If you've seen that video, you get a veterans, you get a senior discount and a veterans discount. You're a Spencer YouTube discount. But geez, what a movie, right? Like, oh my god. Oh my god. uh I guess a big part of why it's been on my mind is that I just finished the Silent Hill 2 remake, which was incredible, which I didn't want to do a video about, but there are enough fat white guys on the internet talking about the Silent Hill 2 remake that, we're just Silent Hill in general, that, I don't gotta be there. That's not a conversation I need to take part in. I don't gotta be there. But yeah, and I just kept thinking about Funny Games. I watched it over the summer. I just sat down one day and I was just like, I watched it at work, actually. I watched it at work, and so at my job, I have like moments where I am like, I have breaks, but I have like long breaks. It's a weird job. I don't need to explain what I do for work. If you know me, you know what I do for a job. But so I had hours to kill, and so I just watched it like at work, and holy shit, like oh my god. Uh, my family really likes the movie. My parents are big fans of it. They lived in it's it's and I know it's an Austrian movie. I know it's Austrian. Like Hitler was Austrian. He wasn't German, but those two get kind of lumped in together. My parents used to live in Germany before I happened, and they liked the movie. I remember when I was little, we we had a DVD, not a Blu-ray, because that wasn't a thing yet. Okay, this is I'm old enough to remember DVDs. But I have like a stack of DVDs in my room that aren't Blu-ray. Actually, I have like Glenn Ross, and some other shit, but haven't watched those. We'll see, but it was before that. God, it might have been a VHS actually. Well, we had something. I we had some way. No, it was a DVD because I remember we had like the Pokemon movies in German on DVD. My oldest brother was really little when they lived in Germany, so he grew up like speaking German, which is crazy to me. I don't think he can speak anymore to me these days, but that was a long time ago. That was like over 24 years ago, but um we had these movies, we had the Pokemon in German, and we had funny games, and I grew up with like my parents are, like they like that scary stuff. I've got and so do I. I'm kind of in that goth aesthetic. I like Spawn. I like I like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I'm a nerd, I'm a dork. I've got Clive Barker action figures and stuff like that. My whole family is to some extent into horror. Um my mom likes basically all horror. My dad likes psychological horror. He thinks most horror is kind of stupid. We saw The Substance. If he was there, I think he liked it. I think he was okay. I like The Substance a lot, but we're not talking about that. We all like horror movies, right? We're all creeps and weirdos here. So a lot of my early childhood when I used to live in Detroit, um, was just like my older brothers trying to play Silent Hill 4 on the Xbox and just being scared shitless, and I would be trying to sleep but like just terrified, Fatal Frame, games like that. We had like Siren, Blood Curse. Nobody talks about Siren. Nobody does. Because nobody's ever played it. I'm like the only person who ever owned a copy. But we're getting distracted. Funny games, right? So can you believe they did that, man? Can you believe they did? I guess for some, I wanted to do a thing that was like, there's that dude who makes. Hold on, I'm gonna crack open my Diet Coke because I'm thirsty. There's that guy who makes like those analyzing evil videos, which are dumb, and it's over like characters I would never care about. I'm not reading Blood Meridian. Okay, I'm not. If I want to read a horror story, I'll go read Clive Barker. I'll go read R.L. Stine. Okay, maybe Stephen King, if he's lucky. If he's lucky. If there's nothing else, I would read a Stephen King book. But there's like that analyzing evil guy, and I see on the subreddits there's like who are the worst characters in fiction, and it's like the worst is like Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I don't. The worst? I don't know. Or like the judge from Blood Meridian. Do I know anything about Blood Meridian? Fuck no. I didn't watch those Wendy Goon videos. That guy looks like a Ken doll. Oh, I shouldn't be throwing stones. I live in a glass house. No disrespect to Wendy Goon. I like his show with the what's his name? Meat Canyon. I like them. I've seen some Wendy Goon videos. He makes good stuff. I shouldn't be throwing stones, but he has a very, very clear face. I can't tell if he wears makeup or not. He has unbelievably clear skin. It kind of weirds me out. The other one, the fat one, that guy looks like me. So like shit, dude. I guess this was kind of a late video because Halloween was a week ago. Um, but I wasn't at 100+ subscribers a week ago, and this is my attempt to make a video about it. I'm not even gonna like edit this. This is just a Spencer ramble. Um, God, what a movie, you know? So like for reference, let's talk about the remake. I have not watched the remake, but I know about it, and it is shot for shot remake. It is a perfect remake. It is American. It had the same writer and the same director. Let me pull that up real quick. Michael ha- Haneke, Haneke. I don't know. So well, he also wrote it. So it had the same writer director as the 1997 Austrian version, and uh, I saw this the other day. Because the algorithm knows what I'm thinking somehow. It's stuck in my brain. Oh, I got a notification on my watch saying I should get semaglutide with Hims. Jeez, am I really having that much trouble losing weight? You know that I'm that fat. Okay, but the 2007 American version is a shot-for-shot remake, and from what I've heard, it's fine. It's good. If hey, pause the video and go watch the 2007 American remake. No, the thing, an argument I read was that the original is superior because nobody really knows who these actors are. I couldn't even name them. I could pull up Wikipedia and list them, whatever. But the reason why the American one is that it had like actors, American actors who were contemporarily popular at the time. So sure, yeah, I get it. Like if you have if you're gonna have a horror movie and it has Chris Pratt in it, who was Garfield, nobody's really gonna take it as seriously. But that's kind of hard because I like Her a lot. The movie Her, which came out in like 2016, I think, or 2014 with Joaquin Phoenix. I love that movie. I watch it about once a year. I don't want to go into why, but I think it's a fantastic movie, and it has Chris Pratt in it, and he's a really he's an actor with a lot of range, to the point that like I can distance myself from the idea that, oh, this guy is Andy on Parks and Rec and Garfield and Mario. I don't know. I can't really put a dog in this fight because I haven't seen the 2007 remake. I don't know if it's like any actors I know about. Let's see. 2007 Funny Games cast. Is it like gonna be like somebody I know? Oh, it's got Naomi Watts and Michael Pitt. Okay. Um and Boyd Gaines. All right, yeah, that would make some things weird. And Brady Corbett. I couldn't name anything Brady Corbett was in besides, um, fuck, what's that called? Um, what is it? 13. Yeah, 13. I don't remember 13 very well. I think I watched it while it came on TV once. Naomi Watts. Well, shit. She's a David Lynch, right? Yeah, she's in Mulholland Drive. And so that's, yeah, like, okay, you've got a vaguely David Lynchian movie with a David Lynch actor in it. All right, you messed up. You fucked up. But I don't know. Like there's some part like, okay, all right, yeah, okay, we're putting spoiler thing up. Don't watch. I'm not gonna find when I stop talking about spoilers for you. Turn off the video and watch the movie. It's really short. It's really freaking. It's an hour and 8 minutes. Go watch it. It like seriously, it's really good. It's like 68 minutes long. You have enough time. That's such a short movie. Do you have? All right, listen, fuckface. I write screenplays. Okay, that's what I'm in school for. Do you know how long the shortest screenplay you're allowed to do? It's a comedy. It has to be 100 and oh, I'm thinking, how many pages does it have to be? It has to be at least 90 pages or else it gets thrown away immediately. And every page, not including the cover, has to be at least a minute long for it to be even considered by anyone. If you're one page short, it gets thrown away. That's a real thing that happens. Funny Games is and that's 130 minutes. That's an hour and a half. Okay, Funny Games is 68 minutes long, asshole. Go watch it. If you have enough time to dedicate to watching a YouTube video that's already 14 minutes long at this point, shut up and go watch it. Seriously, it's a really good movie. So yeah, we're going to get into spoilers, okay? I'm going to talk about parts of the movie that happen. I think that this is maybe like, so I've seen some scary stuff. Obviously. I think the scariest movie I've ever seen is and this movie also has an American remake, is the Japanese original Pulse, which is about computer ghosts. Kind of. I'm not getting into other movies, but I keep doing it. And there's like that movie kind of had me like spooked the whole time is Pulse, but like there are different kinds of scared. I think we can all agree on that. There's like, um I'm going to bring up Silent Hill again and like a different, let me think of a good comparison. Resident Evil. I love the Resident Evil games, but what scares me in the Resident Evil games is like having a lack of resources to deal with a problem. If there's a boss fight, if there's a room full of enemies that I'm not equipped for and I have to go through there, that's like, oh shit, I need to figure out something else I can do. I might have to run by and get hit one or twice and use a healing item, or I might need to go look around for more stuff, whatever, stuff like that, right? Silent Hill 2, I was playing on easy difficulty because I'm bad, like famously bad at video games. Except for Destiny, I was really into Destiny and Halo. I'm good at shooters for some reason. I don't know. I played a lot of Halo when I was little. That I think I've gone over that. But so Silent Hill 2, right? Like the thing that was scary about Resident Evil is that like I don't have enough resources to deal with all these motherfuckers. And in Silent Hill 2, I had like maybe 18 healing items, like 10 of the strong healing items and 8 of the not as strong healing items. I had like 40 bullets for the pistol. I had like 18 bullets for the shotgun and like 20 bullets for the rifle. Uh Spoiler alert for Silent Hill 2 weapons, I guess. It's a video game. It's not art. I'm kidding. That would get me into a lot of trouble. I don't want to start that argument. Video games are art. Disregard everything I said. But the thing that scared me in Silent Hill 2 is like I was getting at the end and there was no like there were okay, spoiler for Silent Hill 2. There were some enemies that were like just wandering around that weren't attacking me, even if I went right up to them. And I was still scared with all this stuff, but not because I was scared of resource management in a survival horror game. It was because I was scared of Silent Hill. I was petrified the whole time I was playing. I had it on like on my Xbox, looking at my monitor. I don't use a TV because I don't have room for one. On my monitor, it's hooked up to my PlayStation. Did I say my Xbox? My PlayStation. I got both. That's why everyone wants to hang out with me. I got both. Um, and I had my headphones on, and there were just so many. Like the game wasn't hard. I only died twice because there was one moment where I couldn't figure out what to do, and if you didn't do it in well enough time, and like I could have survived longer and maybe I figured it. I had to Google what to do. All right, I'll admit that. All right, it was kind of weird. I wasn't very happy with the puzzle. Whatever, but I died twice there because I thought, oh, I have to do this, but no, you don't. You don't have to do that at all. We're not gonna get into it. Go watch some other assholes video on Silent Hill. All right, that guy probably did a better job than me. Tell him to make a funny games video. He'll do a better job than me. We're getting to it. We're okay. Like, be patient. I know we're almost 20 minutes in, so uh, I only died twice, right? But I was scared the whole fucking time. There's like areas where literally nothing can happen or will happen, and it's just terrifying. Like for example, there's an area. So like every area in the game, yeah, basically everyone like the every single main area you're in has a big puzzle box kind of thing that you're supposed to figure out. But one area towards the middle of the game, it's out in this big open field in the dark, and nothing spawns there. There are no enemies there. There's nothing that will happen to you there ever. But like as you're there, you will hear this galloping sound, like there's something running around, and it's so dark. That game is so goddamn dark. There were parts where like there's a part where you don't have a flashlight. Well, you don't start out with one, you get one, then you have to like take it away for like 5 minutes. And it was so fucking dark that I was like, God damn it, I have to open up the settings and turn the gamma up just so I can see what's going on. And so you're in this area, this giant field, and there's the only thing in there is this puzzle box, right? And you have to solve the puzzle for it. It's in every area. There's a box that does something, and then you get to progress. It's a it's how video games work or whatever. I think it's fine. Were there too many? Maybe it's not that big of a deal. I enjoyed Silent Hill 2. I was shocked that a Bloober remake of Silent Hill 2 was that good. Jeez, this is like 1/10 about funny games and like 9/10 about Silent Hill at this point. So you're in this area and there's just like this galloping, and like I searched the whole area with my gun out and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And there's nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's like I was just petrified. Resident Evil couldn't do that shit. I love Resident Evil so much. Probably my favorite video game series. I can't say I'm as like diehard of a fan as some of my other friends who like do speed runs and stuff. I'm not at that level. I just like it how I like it. You know, some people like it more than I can't say I'm the biggest fan of anything. Okay. So what makes funny games scary is how human it is, but it's doing the David Lynch thing, sure, it's doing the David Lynch thing, but not in the way David Lynch does it. It's definitely David Lynch inspired, just like Silent Hill 2. But I think it's differently removed enough from that. It's not like cuz David Lynch has a lot of like quirky weird. There's nothing quirky or fun or happy about this movie. Right? So now we're getting it. Now we're getting into spoilers. I'll throw up another spoiler thing, whatever. Um, like this movie hates you. So I think the most evident, and you're like, Spencer, what does that mean? What the fuck are you talking about? Did you watch the movie? Do you not understand? I think the best part of it is just the build of suspense, and not me with the sandwich. That's subspense, right? Or like grinder spence. Oh, grinder spence. Oh, I might be. Am I on that? I don't know. You don't know. Ooh. But hoagie spence. So you know, like you've got Paul and Peter who are our antagonists. You know, Paul is the guy in charge. He's the one with short hair. He looks a lot like my friend Mattheos, a lot like my friend Mattheos. And you've got Peter, who is like a skinny version of I'd say me, but I have very dark hair. I don't really look like him at all. I don't look very uh Germanic or whatever that part, Nordic. I don't know. I don't look like that. I have the profound sad Slavic look, so I guess I don't really look like that. I don't know. So people just see fat guy and go, "Hey, Spencer." You know, I've come to accept it. So I guess the start of it is like just so like holy shit, this movie's genius. You've got Peter who's like breaking these eggs over and over, which like this could have been solved so easily if like, and Peter would have found, because like it's clear that you know when you watch the movie, you know that these rambunctious young men, these wild children, are doing all of this intentionally, and it's probably not the first time they've done it. So you've got Peter who keeps like breaking these eggs, and the mother's getting like fucking furious with them, but she's like still trying to remain calm and polite. And all that happens, and he's like afraid of the dog. Is he afraid of the dog, or maybe Peter's kind of a bitch? But we like these characters. So we've got the mom, we've got the dad, we've got the kid. You know, they're doing stuff at the boat, and then there's the dog, and I don't remember what exactly. I remember the dog dies, right? Spoiler alert, the dog dies. The dog dies in like the first 20 minutes, and uh Paul has the mom go looking for him, and there's that fucking scene which I would pull up right now if I wasn't afraid of getting copyright striked. I'm already afraid that I'm going to get in trouble for swearing so much, because there's a lot on YouTube you can't do anymore. You can't use the the unaliving thing. Seriously, what? I don't care. I'm not trying to get monetized. I make no money from this. All right, this is just fun. So we have that fucking scene right after Paul has killed the dog, and he steps outside, and we see Paul from behind, and then he looks back right into the camera, and he winks. And in that moment, that is like the most scared a movie has ever made me. And that's like kind of hyperbole. There's a moment in Pulse, which I brought up earlier, the original Japanese one, that does something that scares me really bad. Not gonna talk about that. It's not similar, but they're both very scary. But like, for for what kind? Because Pulse isn't really a psychological horror film. It's just it's ghosts. It's ghosts. Um, that moment in Funny Games like has stuck with me. Like I'll be laying in bed staring at the ceiling, just like Jesus Christ. Oh my god. And like it's like that's the part where the viewer starts to think like, oh shit, what am I watching? It's the kind of movie that you would walk out on. I think that's kind of what it's famous for, is that like it was showing in theaters and people were like walking out on it. I think the creator has gone on record for saying like, if you finish this movie, you're a bad person. All right, man. Okay, okay. What? If you're sure. If wow, does me consuming piece of art make me bad? I don't know. That's like a dumb thing to say, but so that the dog gets killed, and that's just kind of the beginning, and there's that moment. Yeah, I'm not gonna do like a play by play of everything that happens. I couldn't do that. I haven't watched it in months, and I didn't watch it again to make this video. I just wanted to yap. So there's like, Paul and Peter. Do they have the golf club that they break the dad's leg with? And I don't think they have the shotgun yet. I think that comes later on. So they break the dad's leg. Yeah, the shotgun comes later on. The dad's leg is broken, even though it looks like what they did to it. If that happened in real life, it would be like, ow, why'd you do that? So the leg is broken, and like Paul and Peter, when the dad or mom or kid, there's a kid. If you watch the fucking movie, the kid is like, in the corner tied up. And like when Paul and Peter get mad with the dad, they like press on his broken leg. Like, Jesus Christ, ow. Oh my god. And there's that part where like the son, they're making the son watch the mom start to strip. And I thought that part was going to go too far, and I wasn't going to like the movie. It fucking reaches, like it's got like a tippy toe right almost over the line of like, of oh my god to all right, come on now. It's pretty revolting. So the woman, like, the mother takes her shirt off, and there's like they're being like weird and sexual with her, and the whole time they're just like, these are just games, they're funny games. Yeah, okay, that's the title. Congratulations. um Sorry, the Diet Coke. And I'm actually drinking a shit ton of alcohol right now. I'm getting drunk before I go to my job. Oh, I can't say that? Oh, shit. What if somebody... I can't say that? Damn. I'm joking. I have a Diet Coke. Shit. I'm not drinking. Oh, I can't make jokes like that? Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Spencer. Come on now. You're gonna get yourself in trouble for being stupid. And anyway, so... I don't know. If you're watching this video and you are at my workplace, what do you... Get off my YouTube. Get out of here. You don't know about this. I haven't told any of you that I do this. But, get out. But please like and subscribe. They've got the mother stripping, and there's like weird sexual tension stuff, and the whole time Paul is just like making fun of Peter for being a little fat boy, and they've got like gloves on and stuff. And eventually at some point Peter and Paul like depart, and they untie the son, and he runs away, and he runs to a nearby house, and he's hiding, and Paul, the skinny one, a little skinnier. Like, Peter's not that fat. Is he fat for 1997 Austria? Maybe? I don't know. Are they skinny people? I think of like Uter from The Simpsons. He's a little fat boy. So Paul's like looking for the kid's name is George. Yeah, George Jr. or Georgie. The dad's name is George. I don't remember the mom's name. I could pull it up, but I'm not gonna. I have the Wikipedia open. I don't care. I'm just talking. And the son's like hiding in a closet, and he finds a shotgun. And this it's like really we're getting really like I was thinking, oh, this is like towards the end of the movie, and then I like moved my mouse and I saw that there was like 40 minutes left, and I was like, oh shit. and, and so like the son has a shotgun, and then Paul finds where he's hiding, and he busts in, and Paul's like staring at the kid. The kid's got the gun aimed right at Paul's face, and the kid tries pulling the trigger and nothing happens. And it's like an old like hunting shotgun or something. And then Paul's like, no. You have to put this lever back, and then this lever, and then you pull the trigger. So the kid for some reason like listens and does it, and pulls again, and turns out there's no cartridge in the shotgun, and there's just an empty click. And we get another POV where Paul is looking right into the camera while there's like the barrel of a gun, and he looks at the camera, implied to be the son, and he goes poof. Really good, also really good. So they all get back to the house, and then they put a bag over the kid's head and tie him up, and then they have a shotgun, and Paul finds shells for it and puts it into the shotgun, and they're just all like sitting there just talking, like thinking of what to do next. And like they turn the TV on, just like they're just chilling at this point. And oh my god, I just remembered another part of the movie that I can't wait to talk about. So there's like shit that happens between then, but then the gun accidentally goes off, and the kid gets killed. And I think George is like somewhere else at the moment. He's like been brought outside, and the mom is just like sitting there tied. No, George is there. They're just sitting there tied up, and the scene lingers for like 5 fucking minutes. And I keep saying it's like 68 minutes long. How long is Funny Games? 109 minutes. Okay, it's a lot longer than I thought. It is an hour and oh geez, sorry guys, it's an hour and 50 minutes long. Okay, I lied to you. I guess I read it wrong. I thought it said 1 hour 9 minutes. Ooh, not good, Spencer. It's a good fucking movie. I hope you watched it. Now you're getting all the spoilers on it. Whoops. So the shotgun goes off, and all we see is them just standing in the living room of their vacation house, and some of the wall in the TV has been painted red, and we see that George Sr., the father, and the mother are fine, and just the body of the son. And there's like silence, and then they start screaming because their son has been murdered carelessly on accident by these 2 horrible men who have taken them hostage. And it's just like, fuck, dude, it's peak cinema. And it gets even better. And there are probably more like fourth wall breaks that I don't remember and haven't mentioned. But this video is 33 minutes long, so we're just gonna get to a little bit more, and then I'm gonna wrap things up. Just like say thank you for some shit again, and yeah. So there's like one part where George they get like a knife and they cut themselves out of the rope and stuff, and there's like a sequence where the mom gets the gun and blasts Peter, and Paul comes in, and then she shoots him. And it's like good. They're like fine. Psych, motherfucker. Wrong. It was like a not a dream sequence, but like a fantasy sequence of what they hope they could do is save themselves in this situation, but they can't. And then George is killed. I think he gets killed. I don't remember how he gets killed, but we're like, this is like right at the end of the movie, So like the gun, like she tries to do some badass shit and spin around and get them, but like they overpower her easily because she's a frail old lady, and George's leg is broken. The dad's leg is broken. The wife is frail and old, and stuff. And then God damn, it's just brutal. so so she fails. I think George dies somehow. So the death count is the son, the dad, and the dog so far. And so Paul and Peter like we're just not having fun anymore. This is boring. So they go and take the family's boat, this cute little sailing boat, and they like tie her up. They cover her face, and if I'm remembering correctly, there are like moments where the camera's covered and you can only see through the cloth and stuff, and it's very abrupt, very sudden. Like not there's not much like thought. They're just like they've tied her up. They're on the boat, and they're like, okay, we're done with you, and they drop her into the water, tied up, presumably killing her through drowning because she has no way of swimming back to the surface, and then they so like the and I forgot to mention this at the beginning. They're like visiting friends too who have a family house near them, and so Paul and Peter have killed everyone in this family. They're bored now, and so instead they go over to the house of the friends, and they just go up and they're like, "Hey," I think they ask, "Can we borrow some butter?" Which just implies that like this whole cycle is starting again, and it's a fucking great movie, man. It's a fucking great movie. They couldn't make that movie today because they would just say, "Oh, you made funny games again." But yeah. So thank you guys for listening to this movie rant. It's not very coherent. This is just me talking. Nobody talks to me. Nobody listens to me, obviously. So I just decided to yap for a while. We have hit 100 plus subscribers. I think we're at 101 exactly. That's fantastic. I'm pretty happy about that. I guess the next would I mean how is this channel gonna grow? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't make any money doing this. I don't upload anything particularly interesting enough, but maybe maybe for 200 I'll think of something more special if that's something within reach. But thank you guys for listening to this. There isn't really much to watch. You could have just had this like open in a different tab the whole time. I'm gonna put something at the beginning that says like I'm not really doing a good job talking about the movie. I'm just talking the whole fucking time. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thank you for getting me to 100 plus subscribers. And go, if you want to watch a movie, watch a movie. You should have watched Funny Games before I talked about this because I spoiled basically everything. But yeah. Oh, and play Silent Hill 2 remake. Really good. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. And remember, cowboys help cowboys.